And as we see China wrestling with its own challenges, whether that's the stock market or the slowing of the economy more generally, what opportunities do you look to China to present for London?
Well, China is a massive economy and it's still growing much more rapidly than most of the Western economies. But its role in the international financial markets is still not in line with its importance as a global economy. We are seeing significant changes in that respect. The RMB is being used increasingly for transactions, for deposits and for raising money. And the Western economies have got to adapt to that. But also the Chinese authorities have got to change their way of doing things if they want their currency to be an international currency and they want Shanghai to be an international financial centre.
And Charlie, you have some sort of anecdotal evidence of just how much the renminbi is being accepted into global trading circles, global business circles right now.
I was in Moscow last week and St. Petersburg the week before, and Russian companies are falling over themselves to start trading in Chinese currency rather than the dollar, where they always worry about some geopolitical issues that might cause them trouble. So there's a growing tendency on the part of EM countries to try and move away from the dollar and to stabilise that demand from China for their commodities and the supply of currency that goes with that.
Mark, is concern about whether China will actually meet its 7% growth target this year, is that just, detail that actually just distracts us from the more long-term strategic story, which is around the rise of China?
Well, it's important in its own right, but it is a distraction from the more important issue. Still, the weight of the use of Chinese currency is still well below its importance in world trade. It's increased substantially. The proportion of Chinese trade denominated in Chinese currency has risen from about 3% to 20% over the last few years. So there's still some way to go. So growth may be slowing, but it's still a very large economy growing very rapidly.
We're talking a lot about Brexit here this morning and the possibility of that. Of course, Brexit, the possibility of Britain leaving the EU, something that's going to be put to a vote in the years ahead. Does the City of London Corporation take a view on that?
Well, we're very involved in the debate. There are many institutions that are in London precisely because it gives them access to the European markets. We'll be seeking to add evidence to the debate. We're very keen to hear what city institutions have got to say, and we do our own analysis based on their views. But potentially it is a really important issue, and it's getting the attention it deserves. And unlike the referendum in the next week, there's going to be a lot of planning for it, a lot of preparation, a lot of evidence, and a lot of debate.